Ladies and gentle beings, welcome to another episode of Tales from the Ophidian Games Podcast. My name is Hugo Ferreira and I'm your host for tonight. And in today's episode, it's all about news, 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 and more news regarding our Ophidian universe. So, without any more news, roll the intro. Do you hear thousands of voices chanting your name when no one is around? Does the sound of brushing skulls calm your nerves? If so, prepare to enter to Tales from Ophidian Games Podcast. In the Ophidian arenas, anything goes. Gladiators will come at you with fearsome eyes and giant worms, attack you with armies of the Ninth Dimension, creatures that exist only in your mind, and heartless robots. They will scorch the sky to blind you, turn your own friends against you. They will move so fast that their bodies will blur as they encircle you and close in for the win. They will hit and bend the rules in their favor. What will you do? Take control of your own destiny within the Ophidian universe and join the revolution. Our first news is regarding Ophidian Legacy of the Arenas. Well, I placed Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arena in the Game Crafter New Year sale, meaning that if you get it now, you will save 20% off the initial price of the game. So if you're thinking on getting a copy of Ophidian Redux Legacy of the Arenas, please do so as the New Year sale ends in 4 days. Our second news, it's still regarding the Game Crafter. As last month I was challenged to enter a challenge to design a card game using only one card. At first, I didn't give it any importance, as I actually thought it was impossible to do a game using only a single card. But then again, a couple of hours later, I decided and I finally created one. The game that I created is part of our Ophidian universe and is called 2369, The Search for Dr. Opelman. And what is that? Well, it's a single card game that you already know how to play it, and then uncover the universe behind it by reading the fictions on our site. This is the banner. For the old Ophidian 2350 CCG fans, this name is familiar, as Dr. Armand Koppelman is a renowned synthebiologist that went to the Arena system to investigate and study the Gravlock menace. And then on 2360, he went missing. So I placed the storyline a little further ahead, and now 9 years after he went missing, on this game we will find what happened to him. Finally, what happened to him. It's a little game, and this is just for the contest. I really don't know if my entry is gonna win or not. I'm not the one that decided. Uh, and either way, if I win or if I don't win, I will probably take this idea and turn it into a real game, a really fully customized game with some cool features and probably uh, some gifts that if you get game you will get uh, compatibility cards compatible to all of our gaming entries so far. But for now, I'm gonna still speak a little about this game, and then I will ask your help in one thing if possible. But I will explain it in a few seconds. Well, this is a game that was made thinking that can be played by two or more players without any time limit. But it's a really fast game. In less than 5 minutes, you completed the game with two players, and each player needs a coin or a small bread or a token that to mark their position on a map. The front of the card is the map, is Garena system map. It shows all the planets that exist in Garena system, at least the more important ones to our Ophidian universe storyline. And if you want to see some glimpses of how the planet looks, it's a cool way to do so. So keep it on. The players will start Sabicon G5 and using the rock, paper, and scissors mechanism, the player will battle each other in a consecutive 3-in-a-row battle to decide who advances to the next planet. The first planet that reaches Aurora 9 flips the card, and then you will have found Dr. Copeland. But the game doesn't end here, as now you have to defeat him in order to bring him to the Seven Vanguard for questioning. Well, the player that flipped the card goes first, as he is the attacker, and one of the other players will represent the Gravlock King and will battle in a 6-in-a-row challenge of rock, paper, and scissors. And then, if the attacker manages to defeat the Gravlock King, he wins the game. But if he loses, he needs to flip the card again and restart all over again. So the game is easy and simple. And if you need a breather from the more complicated Ophidian universe games or another game, uh, in my thoughts, this is a really cool way to relax your mind and take a little breath. But my my request of a system is that if you are a member of the Game Crafter community, please go to the link, the Game Crafter contest slash contest slash single dash card dash challenge and vote for 2369 to search for Dr. Copeland. Again, I do know if the members of the community will like it and vote for it to win. Either the case, I want in the future to be able to turn this into a game. Actually, for now, it's just uh, an entry of the contest where the rules. Moving on our merchandising store, MS Caos Infinito dot creator dash spring.com. If you use the code happy 2023, you will get 10% off your order in any of our merchandising. So if you want an Ophidian t-shirt or something else, uh, use the code and you will have 10% discount on your orders. Moving to the penultimate news on our YouTube Ophidian Universe page, I just added 2 new playlists. As from today on, I'm trying to catch all the old Opax Journey video games that was made original in the Ophidian War setting and was released a couple of years ago exclusive for Xbox. I'm trying to gather all the videos, interviews, and stuff, and make it available to all to see. Probably regarding the game, I may have more news soon, but for now, if you want to see how our second video game uh, was, this is the place for you to do it. And to end our episode today, the last news of the day is regarding ArenaVerse. As you know, even though ArenaVerse isn't part of the Ophidian Universe games, it's still compatible with most of our games. As that, Jason, a few on the last day of the last year, made an update. One which he thanked me for helping him on preparing the remaining cards to be finalized. So my last month has been all about completing ArenaVerse. And what we did? Well, in November, ArenaVerse was with a 54.83% complete. Now, today's is 85.94% complete. So Jason thinks if everything goes well by spring of this year, meaning in a couple of months, the game will be finalized and sent to printers for the final printing elements. He also included the preview, cards, colors, Quantec covered. That it's a really cool card with little robots. And it's part of the realms of ArenaVerse realm set. And I'm gonna read it What you said, the realm set includes a number 13 of sector cards. The sector cards on ArenaVerse are the same as the zone in Ophidian. So those cards usually have a bold ability, which all players perform if able when it enters play. They also have the abilities or game depth, which, unless otherwise noted, are just for the use of the player who played the sector, much like the zones on 23. Well, and to finish his update, Jason also asked for reviewers, as he still needs one or two more reviewers. So if you have a YouTube channel with some members, uh, give him a call if you want to review it. Yeah, this was our news. And with this last ArenaVerse news, we finish our podcast today. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you want to help me on a contest on GameCraft, please do so. I'm gonna place the links for the contest and the rest of the sales on the description below. So don't hesitate in anything, just ask. I'm here to help. It's us. I want that our Ophidian Universe games to finally get the attraction and the attention they should have gotten years ago. But for somehow or some things, it never happened. So let's try this again. It's all for now.